Oh my gosh, oh the pings on your guys' team. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, play with this. Yeah, he's not scared. It's fine. But yeah. So okay, yeah. So yeah, showing up to mid like on the roll, you're gonna want to try to have like a plan or a play or like something to do at the start. You know what I mean? Like it's usually up to your soldiers or like sometimes your demo will be like I'm gonna play left side, I'm gonna play right side, shit like that, right? But it's usually up to your soldiers of like I'm gonna bomb and go aggro and we're all gonna try to aggro, or I'm gonna, maybe fade bomb, play passive, just play spam, take height, stuff like that. So you usually split to aggro or passive, kind of like that. So like on the rolo, you guys should be saying like, hey, are we gonna try to play aggro this bit? Are we gonna go passive? What side are we gonna play? Just so everyone's on the same page before you guys get to mid. Also, sorry, I just took a nap, so sorry if I'm like slow, but um,
It's alright.
anyways, this is fine. Ah, that sucks. I think you just like ate a pipe or something and just exploded. Okay, at this point, like your demo just died, right? And you guys are like all right here, and they're like they're more like spread out, right? Like they're kind of have one more height and room. Your demo just died. This like isn't looking too good. You know what I mean? Um, I say like your offense here when something like that happens, like you can either bomb instantly and try to like get a kill, get a couple picks, maybe just like go for their combo or something, or you can all just leave. Cause I feel like if you guys try to play a slow fight, like they have a demo, they can probably win that. You know what I mean? So
Mm.
um. As soon as that happens, like the choice needs to be made from like your main caller or anyone. Like, are we gonna try to stay or are we gonna try to leave? This guy going, this is totally fine. If you want your soldiers, just try to go into something like that, and then everyone else just leaves. Ah, I almost got him. Right, 34. Yeah, this is fine. Um, your demo isn't up for a while though, so it's like they're probably gonna try to push in here. They're building back. If your demo gets here and you want to fight, that's fine. Like you want to. All right, in this situation right here, like, what are you guys thinking? Like, what's you guys kind of plan? Mhm. You said what about that call? Mhm.
He called that he wanted to fight this because their demo was up and we were basically
Yep.
just down one soldier, and it's like
Yep.
he didn't want to give this up, so he told us to just walk up, and that's what we did, I think.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. That's totally fine. Good. 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 Is Harold Squid?
Yeah,
Yes.
he's our pocket scout, but he's
Gotcha.
not here today.
Cool. 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 Gotcha. Um. Yeah. This is a totally fine fight to take. Careful from Ness being in here by himself up here. Good. Actually, that was really good because he like drew people like along and but he lived too. Um. This situation here, if you're gonna fight this, you're probably gonna have to exchange, or you need soldier bombs, cause like they already got into the chokes, right? You know how you like if you're on a point, you want to try to hold the chokes and keep them out, right? Um, they already got through, and then your demo got here, so it's like you're gonna be contesting this height, you're gonna be contesting this ground. You know what I mean? Like they're taking the height advantage. Like they have a soldier up too. It's like um you either need like a soldier bomb to make space, because see how like they're taking height here and you guys are like on this pit. Um, you either need like this guy either needs to just do a high bomb and like fade or something, or just any kind of high bomb. Maybe he lands behind them, on them. He lands back with you guys. He just needs like a high bomb here, right? If
Yeah.
this guy high bombs, it makes this scout have to do this and look like this. You know what I mean? And then
Mhm.
your team, like it creates so much. Maybe this guy looks up too, and this guy like looks away, right? They need to like worry about that. It kind of like it holds them back. You know what I mean? Because they could be landed on at any second if they're not like looking at that guy. Um, so I don't know how often your soldiers try to do that. Like in a situation like this where you just kind of need spaces, do a quick high bomb. Just get people to stare at you. You know, if they do stare at you, you could just fade away, land back on your side. If they don't, you just land on them and get kills, right? But yeah. So that or you're probably gonna have to exchange your Ubers here, because
I
in
think
this
we do.
situation, like, I don't see you guys getting. You guys are at that disadvantage being on this low ground. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
think he called to like exchange here so we don't lose the point, and I
Good,
think
good.
he planned on just like not. I don't know. I think he relied on our DMs after the Uber to win this
Yeah,
instead
yeah,
of
yeah.
like
That's
trying to force them or something.
it's like yeah. You exchange and then like I don't know if your comments go does this. Try to get into the. I wish he was here. And honestly, he's probably the most important player to be here right now. But um,
Yeah.
yeah, it's fine. There's still plenty to learn. So, but try to get him into the habit of at the end of an Uber or during the Uber something. Just try to get him to call where he's trying to end the Uber, so everyone knows. Like we're gonna exchange. And then mid Uber, he'll say we're ending on our side, or we're ending on top of point, we're ending at choke or something. Do you know what I mean? Just so everyone's kind of on the same page about that, and people aren't like split around. You know what I mean? Oh, excuse me.
Yeah. Also, I'm recording this, so he's gonna be watching this, so you could
Okay.
speak to him as well if you have stuff
Sure.
to
Yeah,
tell him.
yeah, yeah. That's just that. Get him in the habit of trying to do that, because like he could do an exchange, and then like him and the med could be at choke, and then everyone else could be over here, or vice versa. You know what I mean? And so it's just like split. Is that call gets everyone synced up? It's very good. And that's for any Uber, like on a last push, like especially, right? How many times have you pushed it to last and like you Ubered and then they Ubered and then like the Uber ends and everyone is just like split around? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I actually told him that yesterday to like have a purpose with the Uber and make sure everyone on the team knows exactly what you want with the Uber. So
Yeah, yeah. As like much as he can. Yeah.
yeah.
Um. But yeah, quick call. Like we're gonna Uber in 3. Then like let's end right side. We're gonna end left side. You know, it'll get everyone synced up. So um. Anyways, this Uber's probably fine. Your med got bounced. They use anyways though. Okay, your meta's weak in this, and it looks like you're not really getting any ground, so you're probably gonna have to leave this. Like, because your meta's like 30 health.
Just watch.
Mm, they're giving up the height though. This could work. You have a bomb in. This guy's called off. This guy's by himself. Ah, okay. At this point, like they ended on the low ground here, which is really good for you guys, but you're also on the low ground here. Do you know what I mean? Like in this situation, like I know you guys are weak, so you know it's hard to take this, but the goal here is to try and take this height and you know kind of bully them out with your height. You know what I mean? Um, getting isolated kills. If this soldier, if instead of bombing this guy here, if he bombed the scout over here, he was by himself. His and your scouts are already shooting him. This guy would have died. You guys would have been up a scout in this fight. You know what I mean? I guess maybe he wanted to fight this guy with the flank scout. I guess that's also a play, but try to kind of look for stuff like that will get you guys a lot more kills. But I don't know. I'm just gonna let this play through. Okay, good pick. You bomb in. This guy bombs in. This guy's just shooting your scout. See all that space that bomb made, right? So you bomb like right into them, right? And they all turned and stared at you, which allowed your team to like clean up this guy over here and like get healed. Imagine you like high bombed and like just twirled around them and maybe landed right here or something. Like imagine how much more time you would have bought. Maybe you live too, do you know what I mean? Instead of like landing directly on like top of them, do you know what I mean? Um
Yeah.
that's a really good tip for soldiers because a lot of soldiers do this thing where they're like, guys, I'm bombing. And then they're just on the top of the enemy team and they die instantly. And they're like, why didn't you guys follow up? It's like you die so quick where your team can't really follow up. You know what I mean? So especially that happens. I see that happen a lot on mids where soldiers will high bomb in. Like your team is like in your choke or something, right? Their team's in their choke. Your soldiers bomb all the way to their choke and then just die. Like your combo can't get all the way over there yet. Do you know what I mean? So that's why high bombing and fading is so good because you get the benefits of getting people to look at you and you live and you can land somewhere like farther away that will like that you landed in like their choke when they were all here. that they either need to like come chase you and leave, or they need to like get stuck between you and your team. Do you know what I mean? Or I
Yeah.
mean, it's definitely like situational. Like if someone's called weak or something, or you think you're gonna be able to like nuke someone, like it's fine. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I'm just trying to give you some more options of that instead of just like insta dying on this. You know what I mean? Um, if you're able to, live more on your bombs and just distract a lot more, your team will thank you for it 100%.
Okay, okay.
And that goes for both soldiers. So okay. If I still kind of tunnel vision and fed right here. Because he was kind of like alone right here, and his team was back. I know he was probably trying to follow up on the bomb, but um, at this point, like a scout really is like a glass cannon, right? His main weakness is his low health. So anytime a scout is not with the beam, like remember that scout was over there by himself. That guy is such a big weakness for their team. He's like alone, 125 HP, free kill, right? Um, the same thing over here. Like if you're not with the beam on scout, you gotta be careful, especially if you don't have a buff either. It's like I don't know. You kind of have to think about like, especially in team fights, too. Like I know like scouts are, I'm sorry, flank scout. You can get in through the flank sometimes, but you really want to end up with your team mainly. Um, some flank scouts get tunnel vision on like just being on flank 24/7. That's not the greatest way to play scout. Because again, like I said, you're at a disadvantage with your low health. So you get put with a beam and you're just like a god. You know what I mean? But anyways, you guys managed to that was actually a good fight because you guys took two, like down a soldier, you exchange. Now should be trying to hold the choke. Good, good, good. Demo locks it down. Even neighbor is cool. Good. Now it's this TF2 moment, waiting for them to sack.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, just showing. Let's like, hey, no, this is fine. Hey, this guy bombs in. Oh my goodness, that was crazy. So yeah, your med not being on height is kind of dangerous here. Okay, they just sacked you. Good. Okay, this is good. I was good. You guys got this. Oh my gosh, you fucking maniac.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Um. Yeah, wait.
Oh yeah, what do you think about this Uber here though?
Okay, they just fed two, right?
Yeah.
So you definitely and like so it's 64 even Ubers. You guys should definitely be looking to like fight, right? Like that's the right call. Um, because you got two kills and especially two soldier kills, which are like the spam explosive classes. You should probably be looking to try to dry fight or get the force without having to use, right? So Ness is pressuring pretty good here. You're gonna have a soldier in IT, right? Um, if I'm on this team right here, I'm waiting for my soldier to jump through and make space and to like live. Like
Alright.
like instead of like a sack, like jump through. Don't land here. Don't land on top of them like this, right? Because you just use insta die, right? You do like a
Yeah.
high bomb. You just get in and make space. Imagine you landed right here, and then like the people here need to do this. They're not gonna look at the choke. You know what I mean? Like your team's gonna be able to come in, and if they don't look at you, if they look at the choke, you just shoot them in the back. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Um,
So more like a distraction pawn rather than damage for
yeah,
soldiers.
yeah. Soldier is way more of like a flashbang, pulling eyes, right? Um, you want to like imagine like their team's here. You want to pull them like away. You want to like drag them away. You want to split them up. Like if you bomb somewhere over here, you kind of drag them over here, right? And that spreads them thin. Like your team can kind of get through. You bomb here. I highly recommend you watch some high level soldiers. See how they just like get through a choke. Cause
Okay.
it's not that hard of a thing to do. You just it's like a wall shot, but just watching the exact routes they take and like how they strafe around and like where they go, it'll help you a lot in like and I don't know choosing where to land and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like I don't main soldier, I don't know exactly, but um
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I have a mentor. He's probably gonna say mention the same things as you.
nice, good, okay. Yeah, so yeah, like imagine in that team fight, you got in here and like lived up here, and then then you exchange and like you're ready for the post. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I want to watch that back actually, because I didn't like see the fight, but hey, you guys are lucky to come in off these two picks. You jump in. Four people looking at you. Your flankers should be able to kind of, yeah, your guy in IT. You guys exchange. Your demo gets so weak. Their demo gets flashed. Okay. At this point, right? Like at the end of the Uber, you're all here. Like you're all in like your side, right? Like I don't know. You kind of have your backs against the walls here. Like you don't have any soldiers and you don't have any height. Like this is kind of like a derpy fight. You know what I mean? Um, like calling to leave here would be totally fine. Okay, Nets actually gets the demo here. Okay, that's a really good pick. And he's drawing this guy over. If Ness can make his way to heals, this is a very, very winnable fight. But I feel like if Ness gets caught off over here into a 1v1, it can be dangerous. But if he plays like a second combo scout here and your soldier comes in, like you guys win this fight every time. Okay, this guy runs away. Okay, Ness needs to play heals here. Like he just takes height and plays heals. This guy jumps in again. See, look how deep your soldier went here. And just like insta dies. Imagine again, he just fades away, just lives, makes them look at him. I guess you guys are trying to go deep, so I get it, but that yeah, it ends up working out anyways. But that death could get so much more. Oh, it doesn't work out actually. Yeah, you guys don't get any kills when they walk in. That death could get so much more if he just like, or I'm sorry, that bomb can get so much more if he just like lives around. You know what I mean? Yeah. Now you guys are being cleaned up on. That's over. Okay. So yeah, very easy fixes for that team fight. Just have your soldiers try to live more in these bombs, and you guys will find a lot more success in these kind of fights.
Stranger, take notes.
Yep.
Okay, at this point they take two. Good info at 5. They're trying to spot if they come lobby. Um, okay, even Uber. Okay, actually, you think that's your billing back. Very important thing. When the Ubers even out, I want to see you guys coming to the doors and playing close. Cause I've watched some teams and like the Ubers even out and they like stay back here. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if you guys do that or not. I'm just like predicting, I guess. But Ubers even out. Yeah, you guys want to try to come forward. Um, so the hold is basically right. Your medic is gonna be around here because it's a very general spot. He can rotate around anywhere. Your demo is gonna be around this area, like around 3. Sometimes he'll come 4, but he's usually about like 3, 2, and 1. Just so because lobby, he's gonna fucking even up in there. He can rotate to these doors. Um, your pocket is gonna be around 1 and 2. Just kind of spotting, getting info, maybe spamming some people. If he gets pushed, he'll just, his demo is gonna fuck him, those people up. Roamer around 5, just for the info again. Um, if he gets pushed, he's just gonna call it. The demo's gonna help. People are gonna rotate over, etc. One of your scouts could be on NG. The gun spot's like right here, about, because it sees like kind of everything. It's very general. Other scout could be on sniper. I don't know, spy if he wants. He can stay on scout, I guess, if he wants. Heavy, I don't know, anything. Doesn't really matter if it's combo or flank scout doing whatever. Just like you have one scout, like NG on this even Uber, and the other scout like doing something else. But yeah, okay. Because this thing where you guys are all over by 5 can be really dangerous if they just decide to try to take lobby and just come over here. Because if they decide to just push over here, like your team might not be ready to try to stuff them. You know what I mean? Whereas if your combo's more centered around here, they're closer to rotate over. Do you know what I mean? Oh, that's accident 3. Okay. If you guys had a gun up too, that never happens. So actually, I want to see what these guys came in from.
They came from 1, I think.
1, okay.
Yeah, if it was 1, I was looking at 2, and I think that's where they got in.
Yeah.
Yeah, your pocket should be like usually here. It's fine to peek 2 a tiny bit, just I don't know. It's kind of your job to watch 1. Do you know what I mean? So if you're peeking 2 and someone flanks 1, that's kind of your fault. You know what I mean? Yeah. Well. Oh. Yeah. Also, like, it's multiple tiny things because you're in 2 and this guy gets through 1. Your medic is to the right side, so he's very close to him, as opposed to your medic being here, and you don't have a gun up. Like, if all those things happen, like, that these guys die instantly. So very 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 easy fixes with that.
Mhm.
Anyways, you guys just get forced. Chad spy play. This is Chad as fuck.
I know what play this is.
I actually have to see this.
I can't.
I don't know how AC does it, but this guy just
I don't know what you're talking
Oh,
about.
oh, beast. Okay. Just okay.
he forces to a
Um.
butter knife.
Okay. Even if they forced so early, and this still kind of looks bad for you guys, cause of like how far back you guys are. You as pocket, don't be afraid to hold a little bit closer over here, cause you kind of want them to kind of chase you and shoot at you, right? Do you remember I was talking about like when you bomb in, you kind of want to draw eyes and pull them away? You kind of want on an Uber, you kind of want them to chase you and waste their Uber because you're so mobile and like so healthy if you're buffed that you can like withstand some of that. You know what I mean? It's the same thing with your Soldier 5. If you have a Soldier buffed 1 and a Soldier buffed around 5, you guys could just be like jumping around constantly and like have them try to chase you and just waste their Uber. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
I've seen people like push 1 and 2 as well, like to kind of just hide in there. Maybe they chase you, so, something like that. Just high bomb, fade around. Just be annoying to fucking shoot at. You know what I mean? Um, I don't know if you've heard. Usually in an Uber, like you have 6 on cap, but soldiers should be ready to jump the cap to stop it, right? So it's kind of this hard thing where you need to like manage drawing eyes and jumping around, but also being able to stay healthy enough to kind of jump point. You know what I mean? Um, again, I don't play soldiers, so I don't like know exact every situation how to play it, but that's kind of the general theory. You know what I mean? Um. Anyways, sorry, I've been talking like fuck ton. I just want to watch this like play out.
It's alright.
Okay, they come right side. Oh, your med gets caught. Ah, that should never happen. You guys like knew where they were Ubering, like you saw them
Yeah.
come in. That sucks.
That was my bad.
It's been known to happen.
The control point is being contested.
Ah, yeah, you're up on that
Yeah.
right side. Yeah, I wouldn't cross here, honestly. I wouldn't go anywhere past here because
Mhm.
that should happen. At this point, like your med died in this, like it's kind of just like whatever. Maybe. Ooh, huge. Alright, okay. Yep. Again, on rollout, try to make it a habit of saying what you guys want to do in the mid. Like, we're gonna bomb aggro, we're gonna play passive, we're gonna go right, left, etc. We're gonna meet them. Whatever. You know what I mean? Okay, high bomb. Okay, fade. You guys take left side off that fade. Your med's a little slow though. Your med needs to come through with you guys. He's like staying on this pack, right? Ah,
The control point is being contested.
you guys took the side, but you kind of just like stayed here. You know what I mean? I think your soldier needed to like bomb again, or this guy. If this guy over here did like a bomb like this and like landed like even just here, or if you wanted to land on them, like that would have broke that open for you guys. But you guys kind of just stayed here and like just took the damage. You know what I mean? Um, if something like this happens, there's no shame in saying, oh, we're just gonna back up out of here and like play over here again. You know what I mean? Yeah. Usually though, like you break through here. If they meet you, you want to like bomb and land on them and like fight them. You know what I mean? You don't want to like stay back here and kind of trade spam. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if they go the other way around, like if they rotate, you guys just push through and take their side. I'm sure that's what you guys were probably trying to do actually. Like trying to push through here, like take over here, right?
Yeah, I think we were trying to fight, but there were two people on that spot where we landed, where
Like
Seagull.
right.
Yeah, I was weak as hell. I was like 30 health,
Yeah,
and someone
yeah,
else was 30 health on top of me, so we
yeah,
couldn't take. I couldn't like jump forward.
yeah. I get that. Sucks, but again, I don't play soldiers, so I don't know like exactly like the correct play, but I guess maybe you could have gone for a pack or something. Yeah, I think your men probably could have came through here because him getting stuck on this pack, he could have got shit on if someone decided to walk through point. Like that, I was pretty risky. I don't know. Maybe he saves you guys demo too, but I don't know. Just a bunch of like tiny things. You know what I mean? Oh wait, where am I? Wait,
Yeah.
I got you front back. Where am I? Oh, this is like right after mid. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You get the spot. They're coming one. You have the gun up. You guys are in heaven. Perfect. You guys rotate away. This was all. This is like perfect. You have 6 on point. That guy explodes like a bot. You guys use. A little bit of a scrappy fight. Yeah, in this like team fight like this, you get 2 scouts on the beam. You call focuses. Very good. Like, you want good like communication in fights like that. Do you know what I mean? You guys are busting. Oh my gosh, Chads. Oh, that's
Ooh.
nice. That sucks, but should be fine. Good. I was like like perfect last one for you guys. You did everything right there. Um. Okay. I don't know if you know if it's even. I think you're just trying to dry fight the hell of it.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
Squid wanted to like push through because he didn't want
Yeah.
to
It's,
stalemate for like 3 hours.
yeah. It's fine to take a chat fight like that sometimes, but just know like
Ooh.
it's kind of like on the back foot because they're like close to a choke and you're trying to get through. Like you kind of need to get a lucky opening. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, but try to go for it is fine. You guys trade a soldier, good. It's everything's fine. Again, more like TF2. It's usually where I am on flank still. I usually end up like here or here. Sometimes I'll like back up and play up here. I get buffed right now, Ness. I wouldn't be in here if I wasn't buffed probably. That's also something I see a lot of flank scouts not really doing is or flank players actually doing not as much as they should. Try to get buffed as often as you possibly can. Because like I said, Scout's weakness is his health, right? So like, if you're 185, you're just a better class. Anyways, they managed to get your demo. I think you guys should push in. They got your demo. You guys exchange. Again, a situation like this, around this time, you need to say, we're ending in choke, we're ending on our side, we're ending, etc., etc., just so everyone knows, you know what I mean? Your scout gets caught off in there. Ah, you guys are so deep. Done a demo. God bombs you guys. Yeah, this fight's probably bad. You done a demo, your scout just died. Ooh, that guy feeds. Okay. Ah, you guys are, yeah, you guys are weak. You guys stay in. It's actually Chad, you guys stay in here, but I don't think it's working out. Yeah. Just gonna call off. It's fine. Oh, that guy gets caught. Ah, that guy getting caught kind of sucks because it's fine to lose like 1 there, but 2 is like I don't know. They can work something off of that. You know what I mean?
Nah, I mean without a scout, I don't think they can, right?
Oh yeah. That's right. Actually, like they're on 2, so they can't really. But
I mean, of course, we weren't thinking about that when we
yeah.
died, but like
Yeah.
looking at it now, I don't think
Oh,
Scott's like
yeah,
the
yeah,
most important class.
yeah. It is. This is fine. So, again, you guys should know it's even. Like, even if you don't have Uber, you should know it's even Ubers. You know what I mean? Because you both use at the same time. You guys should be holding close to these doors like this.
Oh, so
Like,
if it's even, just play that default position you
yeah, yeah,
mentioned earlier.
yeah.
Okay.
Because if they wanted to right now, they could just take their combo and come through, kill this guy because he's alone, or shove him off and just take a team fight. You're just letting them take team fight. You know what I mean? Or you're giving them opportunities to fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. Okay, they had a sniper. You lose a scout. It's like even Ubers though. Again, try to get your med around right here. This is around the best spot for him. This guy gets to 5. Ah, this is breaking apart very fast.
I think most of it just stems from us not positioning properly.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. And like I said, that's a very easy fix to do. So
I think we actually hold this. I don't.
yeah, you
I
guys.
think we might.
What?
I might be
Oh,
high.
really? And with that,
Allied control point is being captured.
Oh no, no, we do lose this. We do lose
Ness
this.
Ness wins these. Okay.
Off.
Yeah, Ness,
Uh,
why don't you 180 and then reflect that, huh?
yeah. What the fuck? Also, hi Ness. Hey dude.
Hello, old friend.
Hi Ness.
Wait, how are you guys old friends?
We used to play with Melon and the boys.
Oh.
We go way back.
I think our biggest, like, if we just change our positioning and play our mids properly, I think so what I'm hearing is A, play mids proper, like, call what we want on mids.
Yeah.
B, try to position ourselves properly in, or like, mainly our last holds were pretty bad. Like, we wouldn't have lost the last 2 rounds if we positioned properly.
Yeah.
And then
And,
3, I think, what was it? Calling where you want the Uber to go, so the team knows.
Yep. That sounds perfect. And 4, have your soldiers try to fade more, or
Right,
just
right.
live more of their bombs. You do those 4 things, and you guys will be a way better team. Like I'd say, like all the problems I've seen come down to those 4 things. Actually, the third thing of like him calling like where to end, that didn't even seem to be a problem. That's just like a thing that could do better. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But those like three to 4 things, like you try to clean up all of those, then you guys seem like very solid if you do. So, because I don't know, you guys looked like you were taking smart fights. Like your combo skill was calling smart fights. You guys had a good idea on your last holds, like with Disad. You guys seem to be winning some DM fights that weren't in your favor. So I don't know.
Could somebody write that down, by the way? I can't write it down because I'm recording. Just type it out, the 4 things.
You can go back and do it
Oh,
anyways.
yeah, I guess I can. Never mind then.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. Again, just try to drill it into you guys. Try to make it a habit of calling what you guys are doing on mid, like your soldiers.
Yeah, I
Play
think
right, play left, etc.
more than just like sides, I think just being more specific what you want the soldiers to do.
And your soldiers can like they can learn as much about that as they want, like individually. Do you know what I mean? Like they can go watch high level players and stuff. They can go learn about bombs and stuff as much as they want to like help your team. Do you know what I mean? Or themselves as a player. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They
yeah,
could
yeah.
say, "I'm gonna do this high bomb fade. I'm gonna do this. Guys, play right side, or we're gonna aggro off my bomb. Something, stuff like that. I'm gonna fast roll out. Let's try to aggro. You know." And you get to the left.
Control point is being captured.
You guys are trying to take left side here. Careful, Ness being
I was
isolated
hurt.
over there. Oh,
Yeah.
Ness, I'd say you have the perfect flank right through there. That'd have been perfect.
Yeah, so I got worried about trying to help our team instead of like going in because in this particular game, I thought I was getting caught way too often and tried to go for plays way too much, so I kept dying. So
Mhm.
I was trying to stop like dying and maintain me alive to help our team.
Yeah. I'd say that probably definitely comes down to situation to situation.
Mhm.
On a mid fight, it's like, excuse me, sorry. on a mid fight, I'd say you have more leniency to go aggro with your soldiers. Do you know what I mean? Like if your
Mhm.
soldiers bomb, you can just go in and say like fuck my combo. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah, I
Um,
think I watched. Eric did mention this. The great Eric, Froyo Eric. He said that in mids especially, if you see both soldiers bombing at your medic, he said it's more efficient to just follow up with your soldiers and just trust, like, pray that your pocket scout can do his job. Because at worst, you guys get like trade meds, right? At best, your pocket scout protects your medic, and you guys get the med pick guaranteed because you have 3 people going at him too.
I was really
Mhm.
just going to bring that up. I was actually gonna go link him that part of
Yeah,
the
no, because I watched that a few days
because
ago.
when I learned that like switched it for me. I that like made a lot of sense to me. Like if you're in a spot on mid, like let's say you're like you end up like right here on mid, like somewhere like to the right, so like kind of away from your combo and your combo's over there. If soldiers bomb past you like this for your combo, if you're not close enough to two-shot a soldier or like kill him instantly, you could just say fuck it and go forward. Cause there's no way you're getting over there in time before like they already
He's
do
already there, right?
damage. Yeah, yeah. So it's you're way more helpful to your team just to say fuck that. I'm gonna like find a flank route, maybe shoot the demo in the back. Like when you were over here, right? And you saw that guy jump past you, no way you're ever getting there in time. I'm pushing this flank right here,
Mhm.
and maybe I say odds are you're gonna find a kill or damage. Maybe people look at you. If people look at you, it's like you're just like a soldier that bombs in. Like you're just like drawing eyes for your team. Like it's the same thing like that. Like there's people looking at you and not on your combo. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Either of those is like kind of more useful than trying to get back there in time. I'd say. Um, I mean, if you're like right here, like on rock, and they bomb right into you, yeah, you're gonna try to shoot those guys. But um, yeah. Again, I say the mid is like you guys don't really have a clear plan, so I'd say try to get that in. Maybe learn some mids. That there's probably so many like things on YouTube you can find of just like I don't know people teaching about mids and shit. So
I realized that our weakest map, like out of all the scrims that we've done, our worst map is process. Like every other map, we can play mids pretty well, and we win it. But process, we seem to lose like almost every single time without fail.
are you guys pretty good at sunshine mids?
I think the times we've done it, it was like 50-50 at worst. Like we were winning half, we were losing half.
I
Um,
highly recommend think about this mid like sunshine. Like try to play it like sunshine. Like however you guys are playing sunshine, like try to play this mid because they're pretty similar in that way.
I
I
think
said
it's
sorry what?
mainly it's harder, at least because I'm a soldier. In Sunshine, I like to take a lot of control of like the above cafe
Oh,
and
yeah.
the
Oh yeah, I
mid
see.
tower, right? Usually
you.
scouts don't contest you at those 2 points, but in process they do, and I think that's like the main difference I can't wrap my head around, right?
It is a lot tighter. Like they're closer to you, so they're able to kind of fight you more like that, right?
Yeah, and I don't.
Um, I think with that, it just needs to move faster because, like, you're drawing eyes, like the scouts shooting at you. Your team should be trying to take room off of that, or like you can. Think about it this way: like, if the scouts are more towards here, shooting, like they're close to you over here, maybe you do it over here instead, like where they're further away. Maybe you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe you do a thing where you get in their sewer. I don't know how often you do that. I see soldiers try that, or get into IT, right? And then think about that like cafe, right? Where you're just kind of chilling here, just kind of being like really annoying, right?
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, no, you have again. I don't play soldier, but
Okay. Yeah.
there's plenty of options and shit.
I'll look through some, like, just watch VODs of like higher teams playing mids and try to like mimic that at least and learn from that.
I highly recommend you find one with comms. I find those to be the most like useful because you can
Yeah, true.
get more of like a thought process. You know what I mean?
I'll watch Jay's then, because he uploads those a lot. So.
I think Donovan's actually been streaming a fuck ton if you want to try to watch him.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
sure.
he's like from his POV you can literally see the things that I'm talking about exactly. So
Okay.
um honestly I feel like I've like seen I don't know if you guys still want to watch me watch the rest of
No,
this,
I
but
think most of it
yeah.
the rest of this is us getting like 1 or 2 more points and just like, I think it's basically what we did. I think just those four. I think the
Just
biggest
what we
thing we
lacked.
want to go around is, wait, what'd you say?
No, no, no. I was just saying like the rest of it, it just slowly working around deficiencies on the map
Mhm.
and start making more plays.
Yep, yep.
Oh,
Mhm.
one thing I want to definitely go over, something that we struggle, well, I think AM teams in general struggle with a lot, and I think AC mentioned this too. Like like stalemates, how to break them, how to do them effectively and shit like that. Like
Oh, like
we
stacks?
sacks, just like setting your players up for so you're not stalemating for 15 minutes. Because in amateur, that thing happens a lot because both teams don't know exactly what to do, right? And I think we want to avoid that and try to figure out how to like make more efficient use of time and how to like use, you know,
Yeah.
openings they give us.
Yep, yep,
If
yep.
you
So
if you go through
the
the
thing
demo,
with sorry, what?
if you go through the demo, in there's a lot of times that like their enemy team is struggling to push or even like do a sack. So I would just go to spawn and go to spy or sniper and
Yeah,
whatever and
yeah,
try to make some
that's
plays.
the way. That's totally fine. Spy sniper on a sack. Yeah, it's totally fine. Um, so the thing you were saying about like how both teams don't really know how to do that, that means like if you learn it, you will destroy all of these guys. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Or
that's what I want to learn.
yeah, yeah, even just get a sense of it. Like there's so many openings that teams are going to give you. Do you know what I mean? So well, one of the surefire ways, right? Like it's definitely situational, like point to point. Like it's harder getting sacking out of last than it is into mid. You know what I mean? Because of how small these doors are.
Yeah,
But
could we go over like us being on mid and them being on second? Because that's like
yeah,
the most like standard process stalemate. That's where most stalemates happen. I feel like, and
I
I think off classing is like nice, but the thing is, if AC does it too much, like you can't, they're gonna expect
They're
it.
gonna expect it.
yeah,
That's why I
yeah,
want to learn how to do like textbook sacks that
yep,
work really
yep,
well.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I was just saying that that's it's an option. You know what I mean?
I think it's more viable on last because you can just swap out instantly. But
Yeah,
if we're
yeah,
on mid, like it just a
yeah,
little
yeah,
more
yeah.
tougher.
I'd say on last is mostly when it is because, and also it's usually harder to sack out of last too. Like
Yeah,
this,
true.
like a lot of lasts are like with these doorways like this. You know what I mean? And like there's no real like open choke like that into a last. Um so one sure thing, right, is that same thing with your soldiers. If you could just get your soldiers to high bomb in and just live as long as possible and just draw eyes, that'll create so many openings and just it'll make them have to make choices that they will fuck up on. Do you know what I mean? They might get a scout to chase you the entire time. And a scout for a soldier, that's like so good for your team. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, they might like I don't know. They might just pull the combo back entirely for you. Do you know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Hmm.
Um, there's like specific sacks you guys could do as well. Um, where like a setup play, like we have a soldier jump through choke, and their scout like runs it through lower IT or something like that. Um, actually, I found sacks to be one of the funner things of playing a flank class because it's like it's up to your imagination how much you want to like do with it, right? It's kind of like up to your own personal like I don't know, like configuration. Do you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Um, but I don't know. Do you have any questions on like specific sacks, like out of last or like in the mid into second or something, or?
I think I guess one that we want to try, wanted to try, but we didn't know how to execute very well, was have one soldier bomb and one soldier fade. Right, have like one soldier go in first and then fade,
Oh
and then
yeah,
have the second one go in. But we didn't know how to execute that properly.
that's especially popular like into second
Yeah,
because you can
that's what I meant.
fade.
Yeah,
Yeah, you could fade to this area over here and be like pretty safe. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's usually like okay, so you get your flank scout is gonna watch IT, right? Usually just stay right here. Just kind of spot this. I don't know if you need by the way. You could jump up on this thing right there. I use this
Oh
every
wait,
match.
I didn't know that. I always use the
Oh,
wingers.
dude,
I don't
dude,
know.
I know so many spots like this by the way.
That's OP.
Yeah, if you want me to go over some like flank shit like this, I know so many spots like this on maps that I like would find out about them and be like, what the fuck? This is insane. So but yeah, anyways, yeah, you just watch, you know, have your flank go watch this, you know what I mean? He can maybe peek it if he finds an opening if he wants. Just he can't really die over here, you know what I mean?
Yeah, if he
Um,
dies, he just lets entire flanks open.
and the rest of your team is just by sewer and over here. Some demos like to be in choke, and they'll like just kind of just doing demo stuff, spamming, maybe trapping something. I highly recommend your demo watch Habib because that guy's just goated and knows everything. Just watch what he does. Habib dude, he's so annoying. Habib and who else does this? Fuck, who's I thinking of?
Artist?
I think um I think Banny does this as well.
What is
Uh,
this thing that he does?
okay, he'll shoot stickies, right? And he'll just put a carpet just like right here or right. This is like on sunshine process, like snake water. He'll just carpet something or put stickies on like this back wall and just like or just he'll just sticky there or something and like there's just stickies there now. Do you know what I mean? And
Wait,
like
that's actually so. Because the
yeah,
scouts have to waste bullets to
yeah.
shoot him.
That too. Think about this too. On this back wall, right? Scouts need to do this. Look where they're looking right now. Imagine a soldier bombed right now.
They don't have ammo because they're shooting it and they're not looking at the soldier.
Yeah. Yeah. So if that's an option. Again, that's like a demo specific thing. Like your demo can do that. However he wants.
Okay,
I
you're
don't play
doing that
demo.
today, Minister.
Okay.
Um. But yeah, some demos like to do that. Some demos come sewer. I don't know. Um. However you guys want to do it. However you think you'll have the most success. I guess. Usually you bring, actually, you could probably work it from choke or sewer, really, where like most of your team is in choke or most of your team's in sewer. You buff both your soldiers. One soldier is gonna like jump through like this, or like jump through probably like this and like high bomb fade, I guess.
It's like, oh, I saw one play where like they jump up through choke and then they land in IT and fight with the IT player. Instead of like sacking for the medic, they sack
Yep.
basically for the flank.
Oh, that's another really important tip. Don't get tunnel vision on these sacks. Don't think a sack is just a sack. It has to be for the med. Be very comfortable with like going for just a scout pick or a soldier pick. Be very comfortable with turning it into a team fight. Let's say you like okay, I don't play soldier, but you do like a jump through or something. You go high as fuck, and then like their entire team like falls off this height or something. It does this. If you notice them off this height, you can like take your team in and take a team fight. You know what I mean? Doesn't have to be a sack then. You know what I mean? And like I said, these amateur teams, they will fuck that up a lot. They'll give you a lot of opportunities like that if you're looking for it. All right, especially with this, right? Like a sack in the mid, if you just do like a Chad bomb and like land wherever, and he pulls people away. If he pulls enough people away, and like maybe you get someone in through the flank and like your combo has room, you could just take a team fight. You know what I mean? You could just come in and work from there.
Yeah, I think that definitely makes sense. So for the double bomb, usually, do you know where the soldiers bomb from? Like
I
what one
think they're,
fade,
like-
one in thing.
I think I've seen two from choke, or I've seen like you both go at the same time, like because your medic
same
just
time?
buffs you guys like 300. Then this guy goes first for a second. Don't do that jump. That jump sucked, but like a little higher
Like
and
curve.
like
Okay.
yeah, curve. Then this guy kind of comes in and like goes deep, and this guy's over here. He can be like spamming or something. Maybe like two. Oh, this was a thing actually my old advanced team would do. We do this double thing where we both get buffed. This guy does this first, and like lands over here. Then the pocket jumps in and fades, and then my roamer jumps back in from over here.
Ooh, I like that one.
Yeah, that was nice. Right?
Wait, that one's nice. Yeah.
So like I said, that's something we like concocted just from like, that's something my roamer came up with. You know what I mean? Just from like, I think just like jumping around process and just like thinking of it. Like there's so many different things you can do with sacks that come to your own creativity. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah. I think we'll try. I'm starting to see what you mean by like. I definitely see it like making
Like
opportunities.
drawing eyes and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think.
and again, this can work on a bunch of different maps, different points and shit. So,
Yeah, I think.
yeah, and that play too, like, you high bomb and like land somewhere over here, and like, you bring like your beam with both your scouts. Like, you just bring both the scouts in your beam, you just take IT. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if they're both their because a lot of amateur teams play both their flanks in IT.
Oh,
And
yeah,
if you can just like mulch them,
Yep.
That's basically a free opening for choke and IT, right? They have to give up.
This could be a little dangerous, like bombing your soldier and like landing him right here or
Right, just in
anywhere
front
over
of the
here
combo.
because like their team is just like right here. You know what I mean? So it's like I don't know. I've seen a lot of soldiers. Oh, this is a play too. On a sack, if you just want to jump and like land back here and like be annoying back here again, this like it makes them have to make choices. It makes them have to like if they play this wrong, like they're gonna fuck up and like create opportunities for you guys. Like if they
Or
chase
yeah,
like if they chase too many people back for you, like
you could just send
oh
another soldier through choke and
yeah,
just bomb them if they don't have scouts or something.
I'd say even like if they bring two back, you say guys they brought two back, then your team comes in. Your team tries to dry fight because it's gonna be what like a 5v4, right?
Right.
So that's like such a then you could turn that into a sack. You know what I mean?
Okay, I'm starting to see a lot more. Okay, I have I have stuff that I want to try.
And again like I don't know. I feel like explaining this doesn't really show it as much as like
Trying
if you were to
it.
see it in action.
Yeah.
That's why I don't know. I say try to watch like a VOD or a POV or like
Mhm.
STP of a high level team, and just try to
Mhm.
find a situation where like you kind of see them work it out. You know what I mean?
Mhm. All right. Yeah, we have scrims now, but thank you. That's
Yeah.
I think that was a really good map
Yeah, cool.
review,
Course,
half
course.
down review.
Do you guys ever have any other questions or whatever? Just shoot
Yeah.
shoot me a
Just
DM.
Yeah.
one quick question. I